Hi guys! In this video, I'll show you how to export your project as an MP3 and how to easily export each mixer channel as its own audio file. Rendering a project is pretty easy. Let's first export an MP3 that we can share with our friends. Select File, Export, MP3 file from the menu, or just hit Ctrl+Shift+R on your keyboard. By default, the MP3 will have the same name as your project. You can change this if you like. Hit Enter to confirm the name and location. You'll see a little window pop up. Make sure you have the following selected. Mode, Full Song, so you export the full song. If you've made a selection in the playlist, the selection will be exported by default. Tail, leave remainder. If you don't select this, the export will end exactly when the last pattern or clip in your playlist ends. If you have sounds that ring out longer than that, they will be cut off. Leave remainder will export the full track until there is no sound and is normally the best choice. MP3 should already be selected. You can change the bitrate if you want to. Higher is better. Lower means a smaller file size. You can leave the quality settings at default. Make sure that you have Enable Insert Effects and Enable Master Effects enabled, or effects you have added to the mixer will be ignored. Hit Start to begin rendering the track. This will take a short while. The more complicated your project is, the longer this will take. Once the export has finished, FL Studio will make a chirpy sound and you can load up the MP3 to listen to in the player of your choice. It's always a good idea to check your exports before you share them. Now that we've exported the full track, let's export all the mixer tracks to separate files, which are known as stems. This is a useful feature in order to send off your track for mixing, or to export the individual instruments if you are using the trial version. While you can't reload projects saved in the trial version, you will be able to import WAV files you have exported, so you can load them up in a new project if you want to work with them again later. This time we're going to export WAV files. WAV files are much larger than MP3 files, but they are also higher quality. You don't want to export your stems to MP3, as stems are normally meant to be used in other projects. For example, to mix a project or save on CPU. You can export WAV files from the file menu as with MP3s, or just hit Ctrl+R on your keyboard. Again, you'll be asked to choose a location. Let's create a new folder to store our stems. Enable Split Mixer Tracks under Miscellaneous. The other settings, like the mode and tail, should be the same as you selected the last time. Hit Start. This might take a while, depending on your PC. Once the export is completed, browse to the folder you exported to on your computer. You should see a bunch of files similar to this. Each of the files is named after the mixer channel. This is one reason why naming your mixer channels is a good idea. The master is the full track, similar to the MP3 we exported earlier, just in WAV format. You can also choose to just render the full track to a WAV file instead of MP3. Many platforms, such as SoundCloud, will allow you to upload the higher quality WAV files, and I'd recommend you do this for the final upload, rather than using MP3. That concludes this tutorial series. If you've made it through all the videos, well done. I hope you've learned something, and you should now know enough about FL Studio to be able to create your own tracks from scratch. I would strongly recommend that you do exactly that. The best way to learn how to write a track is by writing a track. Every time you do it, you will get better. So keep practicing. Don't forget to read the FL Studio manual by pressing F1, and above all, have fun. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again in another video. Goodbye.